Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're gonna copy Jennifer Lopez's makeup look from the On the Floor music video. So if you want to know how to get this look, please keep watching. First, to moisturize my lips, I'm using the NIVEA Fruity Shine Lip Balm in Strawberry. Next, I am spraying the Body Shop Vitamin E Face Mist all over my face to lock in the moisture. Then I am applying the NIVEA Soft, refreshingly soft moisturizing cream on my face as a moisturizer. Now it's time for the primer. I'm applying the SMASHBOX Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is a pore minimizing primer. I am applying it only on my cheeks first. I'm just making sure that the product is well blended into my cheeks. Since this is a pore minimizing primer, I am just applying it on my face wherever I have these huge pores. I'm also applying a little product on my chin because the small little pores show up on my chin as well. Then with whatever is left on my hand, I'm just applying it all over my face. I'm not picking up any extra product, I'm just applying whatever is left on my hands. Then I'm picking up the corrector from the MAC Concealer and Corrector palette in medium deep. I am making sure that I apply it only on the affected area, not above or below the affected area. I'm just blending it off with my fingers. Then I'm applying a little corrector around my upper lip and my chin area as well. When you're applying a concealer or a foundation or a corrector around your lips, always make sure that you pick the slightest amount of product and then just keep blending it throughout the area. Do not pick extra amount of product because it might end up creasing. And for the foundation, I'm using the MAC Studi Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC42. I'm also mixing the L'Oreal Paris Extraordinary Boosting Oil and MAC Strobe Cream into the foundation because in the video, Jennifer Lopez had this kind of glowy and this silky finish to her foundation. So that is the reason I'm mixing these two. Then I'm blending off my foundation with the Damp Beauty Blender. Then for the concealer, I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Medium to Dark 1. I'm applying this concealer in a V shape around my under eyes. Then I'm blending the concealer in with the Damp Beauty Blender. Beauty Blender is just amazing in blending foundation or concealer. The reason I don't use brushes is because I've got pretty dry skin. I'm also applying the concealer around my upper lip and my chin area. Then to cover my blemishes, I'm taking this Real Techniques lip filling brush, and I am just slightly applying the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer over the blemishes. I'm not putting any pressure, I'm just slightly applying it with the brush, and I'm just taking my finger and blending it simultaneously. Then to set my concealer, I'm using the MAC Prep Plus Prime Transparent Finishing Powder, and I'm just applying a slightest amount under my eyes and around my lips. Jennifer Lopez also had a lot of contour going on her face, so I'm just using this matte bronzing powder in matte bronze to contour my face. I'm just applying a little bit of it on the shallows of my cheeks, and I'm blending it with the Real Techniques contour brush. Then just to intensify my contour, I'm taking this contour brush from Latte or Latte, I'm not sure, but this is just a wonderful brush, and I'm dipping it in this Bahama Mama bronzer, and I'm just drawing this line on the exact shallow of my cheek just to intensify the contour that I just applied. And I'm just blending that line with the Real Techniques contour brush again. Then to contour my nose, I'm using the same Bahama Mama bronzing powder from the BALM Cosmetics. Jennifer Lopez had this wider nose look in the video, so I am not contouring my nose on the exact shade, but I'm just contouring it to be a little wider. Then for the blush, I'm using this amazing blush from CHAMBOR. This is in the shade 604, that is Coral Islands. I'm applying it with the Real Techniques blush brush. Jennifer Lopez didn't have so much of blush on her cheek, so I'm just taking the lightest amount of product. Then I'm using the Mary Luminizer as a highlighter on my face. I am highlighting the high points of my cheekbone. I'm highlighting my center of the nose, center of the forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. Then I'm just brushing my eyebrows using the mascara and eyebrow brush by Faces Canada. Then I'm just filling my brows with this professional eyebrow pencil by RIMMEL London, and this is in the shade Black Brown. Then as a base for my eyeshadow, I am applying this NW40 concealer from the Conceal and Correct palette by MAC. Whenever you're doing the smoky eye looks, I recommend that you apply concealers rather than eye primers, because concealers gives you that one shade look and base for your eyelids. Then I'm setting the concealer on my eyelids using the same translucent powder by MAC, just to avoid any creasing. This peachy shade from the NYX Naturals Palette, and I'm applying this as a transition color all over the crease of my eye. Then I'm picking this golden to copperish eyeshadow from the MAYBELLINE Newyork Copper Brown eyeshadow quadrant. I'm just picking the product and I'm just packing it on my eyes, all over my eyelids. I'm not going above the crease, I'm just packing it on top of my eyelids. And then I'm picking the darkest shade from the same palette, and I am taking a much smaller precision brush from Real Techniques, and I'm applying that shade on the outer and inner V's of my eyes. And then I'm going back to the NYX Natural palette, and I'm picking the darkest shade from the palette, and I'm just packing this color on the outer and inner V's of my eyelids. I'm using this color also because I just want that completely dark smoky eyed look. Then I'm just blending all of that with the MAC 217 brush. Then I'm going back to the copper brown quadrant from Maybelline, and I'm picking the second lightest shade from the palette, and I'm just applying that shade on the center of my eyelids just to make my eyes look a little wider and awake. Then I'm picking this light mehendi green shade eyeshadow from the Lopez Makeup palette. I'm just sweeping that shade across my eyelid just to give that greenish effect. When this green is mixed with the gold, you get that smoky look with it. Then I'm using the Revlon Colorstay liquid eye pen to line my eyes. Then I'm using the Maybelline Newyork Colossal Volume Express Waterproof Mascara to make my eyelashes look a little fuller. Then I'm taking this pigment by NYX. This is the Ultra Pearl Mania pigment by NYX. Jennifer Lopez had this extra shiny effect on her inner eye going on, so I'm just using the pigment because pigments usually give you much more effect than the eyeshadows. I also applied that darkest shade from the NYX Naturals Palette on my lower lash line. I had to do it off camera because the powder fell into my eyes and my eyes became all watery. And then I applied CREMESHEEN shade from MAC as a lipstick. I also had to do that off camera. But this was the final look, guys. I mean, this is one of my favorite looks till date. You can also wear this when you're going out for parties or any events because this is natural as well as glam on. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna see you next time with another video. Until then, bye bye. I love you all. Take care.